Alright guys, so in today's video it's gonna be a little different because I just want to return this book back to the library, but I just thought it was so cute and I wanted to read it to you guys and then give my book review and rating afterwards. So this book is called Skulls by Blair Thornburgh and Scott Campbell. Right here on the summary jacket, you probably don't think much about skulls. So what's the big deal about them? Well, every head of every person you've ever seen has a skull inside, and that includes you. And I think this is really cute to teach kids about skulls. Might seem a little morbid to everybody, but whatever. And I love the art style, which is why I checked this book out a while ago. Skulls by Blair Thornburgh and illustrated by Scott Campbell. He has mad good illustration skills. You probably don't think much about skulls, but every head of every person you've ever seen has a skull inside. This is a good thing. Skulls take a while to grow strong and hard, but it's time well spent. Skulls are safe and snug like a car seat for your brain. Skulls give your face a good shape. Skulls let your jaws snap. Skulls hold your teeth in place until they don't. Skulls have holes in them. Hole, 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 hole. For sounds, for light, for air, for grilled cheese sandwiches. Skulls don't have noses, but skulls don't really need noses. They're more of a cartilage thing. But most important of all, skulls are not trying to be scary. They can't help the way they look. They just do their job and no one says thank you. And some people are even afraid of them. But not you. Not you at all. You love having a safe place to keep your brain. You snap your jaws with gusto and you love having your teeth in your mouth. Snap! Until, of course, you lose them. You love having holes for hearing, for seeing, for smelling and breathing, and for eating grilled cheese sandwiches. That's a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches, chica. So tell your friends, nice skull, it gives your face a good shape. Tell your family, thanks for helping my skull grow strong and hard. Shout to the world, I love my skull! Take care of your skull, because you only get one. And think of how amazing it is to have such good bones in your body. Bye. And that, folks, was the sound of my alarm. If my phone didn't fall over. Anyways, let's go and check for that last page, shall we? Skull. Cool skull facts. Your skull isn't just one single bone, it's made up of 22 different smaller bones. Baby skulls grow faster than the rest of their bodies, that's why their heads are so big. When a baby is born, its skull is made up of lots of littler skull bones that fuse together as the baby gets bigger. That's one reason babies need extra attention to make sure their skulls are growing strong and safe. The top and back parts of your skull, which houses your brain, is called the cranium. Your facial bones form the rest of your skull. They include your lower jaws, the part that moves called the mandible. Skull bones aren't totally solid. They have lots of tiny holes in them to let nerves and blood vessels through. Your head is about 10% of your body weight. And your head would be even heavier if your skull didn't have a number of empty spaces in it, like the sinuses between your eyes and nose. The holes in your skull for your eyes are called eye sockets or orbits, and the hole for your nose is called the nasal cavity. Most of your nose is made of cartilage, a thick and rubbery... Alright guys, sorry about that. I just got interrupted with a phone call. But I'm just gonna reread one of the areas that I was on. Alright, so your head is about 10% of your body weight, and your head would be even heavier if your skull didn't have a number of empty spaces in it, like the sinuses between your eyes and nose. The holes in your skull for your eyes are called eye sockets or orbits, and the hole for your nose is called the nasal cavity. Most of your nose is made of cartilage, a thick and rubbery kind of tissue that grows at the ends of bones. But you do have a nasal bone in your skull that holds your nose in place. Skulls have one of the hardest bones in the whole body, the temporal bone, a section of bone behind and around your ears. It keeps all the little bones inside your ears safe. The top of your skull is called a skull cap, which makes sense. It's like a cap at the top of your head. Other animals have skulls that are much smaller relative to the sizes of their bodies. But humans have big skulls because we have big brains to put in them. And this is a good thing. Say it again, I love my skull. That was a cute little book. Blair Thornburgh has a skull in her head. She is the author of several books for kids and teens and always wears a helmet. A graduate of the Hamline University's MFA program in writing for children and young adults. She lives outside of Philadelphia, and visit her online at blairthornburgh.com. Scott Campbell's skull is doing very well. He has drawn pictures for a bunch of children's picture books, including Zombie in Love by Kelly DiPuccio, Exo Ox, A Love Story by Adam Rex, If Dogs Run Free by Bob Dylan, and Sleepy the Goodnight Buddy by Drew Daywalt. He is also the author and illustrator of The Very Lovable Hug Machine. Scott lives happily with his skull in Los Angeles. Visit him online at scottc.com. So this was a really, really cute book. Shout to the world, I love my skull! I would give this picture book well, for me, it would be a 10 out of 10, but in reality, I guess it'd be an 8.75 out of 10. But I always give books that I enjoy a lot a 10 out of 10 because they did nothing wrong to me. But if you want the reality, whatever, 8.75. But yeah, I honestly thought this was super, super adorable. Would definitely... I don't know, if you have this type of humor, if you like this type of art style, and you don't take things too seriously, this would be perfect to read to your kids and teach them about a skull, teach them about how to take care of their skulls, and teach them about their head bones. And yeah, because kids have lots of questions and they get very curious about things, but kids also have that dangerous curiosity where they want to climb everything and jump off of everything. So I feel like this book teaches them the importance of taking care of their bodies and their skull specifically. That way no accidents happen, because I have heard some Reddit stories that are pretty sad of unfortunate events. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and for listening to me read this whole picture book and listening to my review of the book at the end. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.